This webinar is for all OFBI FY'21 grantees. It will talk to you, it will provide you step-by-step instructions on how to access and create your quarterly report forms. Please use Internet Explorer or Firefox or Microsoft Edge. Do not use Google Chrome, as Google Chrome is not compatible with Sage. Again, you can use Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and Firefox. The website to access Sage is www.sage.nj.gov. That's www.sage.nj.gov. So the reporting structure for all FY'21 grantees except summer camps are the following. The first quarter reporting period is July 1, 2020 to 9/30/2020, due 11/30/2020. The second quarter reporting period is October 1st, 2020 to December 30th, 2020, due January 30th, 2021. The third quarter reporting period is January 1st, 2021 to March 21st, 2021, due April 30th, 2021. And the final report of the reporting period is April 1, 2021 to 6/30/2021, due 7/30/2021. All right, now we're going to go live. So the first thing we want you to do is access Sage. This is our test site. This is the site that we use to test our applications, test our reports, and also use it for tutorial purposes. So first thing we want you to do is log into Sage. Put your username and password in, click login. Then when you get to the My Task page, it's not going to be this busy, because if you're at the executed stage and you have no other reports or no other issues with your application, then this is probably going to be empty. So the first thing we want you to do is go up to the top and click the Document tab. Open up the drop-down box for document type. It's not going to look this busy. You're looking for, let's say you received the OFBI Social Innovation Grant for 2021. So that would be listed here. If it's OFBI Project Atlas 2021, that would be listed as here as well. Or if it's OFBI Social Enterprise Entrepreneurial Development 2021, that would be listed here. So for right now, we're gonna do, I'm gonna click OFBI Social Innovation 2021. Some of you have multiple applications, so you'd have to do this step multiple times for the first quarter report based on each application that you were awarded. Under status, open up the drop-down box and click execute it, and then click search. And then what's going to come up is Servicios Latino de Burlington County is our test organization. What you're going to see is the Social Innovation 2021, the name of your organization, and then this blue link. I want you to click the blue link. This will bring you to your application. The next thing I want you to do is click Related Documents and Messages and find the link that says Initiate an OFBI Social Innovation Quarter 1 Interim Report 2021. Click that. You'll get to the agreement page. You click I agree. And you're at the reporting page. So you want to hover over Forms menu and click Cover Page. And the reporting period is July 1 to September 30th. And then you need to fill out this information here. I'm a Jets fan and they're doing horrible this year, but that's what I use. So this is fictitious information. Anything with an asterisk, you have to insert information in there. So you want to put in the Mr. or the Ms. or the Mrs., the name, first name, last name. Anything with an asterisk you have to complete. I'll do the Curtis Morton again. 0. When you're done completing this and all the asterisks are done, on the bottom right hand, check off this checkbox, scroll up to the top and click Save. So the steps for the opening the first quarter report is the same steps for the second, third, and fourth and the final report. So once you see this green light here that says the page information has been saved, you hover over forms and you click demographic data. So in the first quarter, many of you may not have been implementing a project. So what you can insert here is zeros and only insert, I mean, if you had your project and you were implementing it in July, August, and September, then you can indicate the appropriate demographic that fits you, right? Those that don't fit you, then you'll put a zero, right? Let's say you're not college readiness. Let's say you're not youth entrepreneurship. Let's say you're STEM. And number of program participants, let's say you did a virtual thing and you said 10. Total number of steps competition entered, you said 0. Total number of STEM events held, maybe you said 2. And how many STEM related items created, like how many projects were done, you'll say 0, right? Then you come down to the bottom. So anything that doesn't pertain to you, you have to insert zeros. I mean, that's the way you have to do it. Or Sage will not accept it. So I'm just going real fast, putting zeros and everything here. Now, this number here, total number of participants in STEM program, you wrote 10 or whatever that number is for you, then your gender needs to reflect that. So let's just say 5 male and 5 females, right? And then let's say 2 African Americans, 2 Black, 2 American Indian or Alaskan Natives, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2. Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 0, 0, 0. All right. So why do we have African American and Black? Because not everybody who's Black is African American. For example, I'm Latino, I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican, I'm Black. I don't identify myself as African American. I identify myself as Black. Haitians don't identify themselves, who are Black, don't identify themselves as African American. They identify themselves as Black. You have so that's why there's African American and then there's Black. Okay. So after that's done, you scroll up to the top, you click save. And the information is saved. This is the green light. If there was an error, a hand would have popped up here. Then you hover over form, then you click narrative. Let me see something here. There we go. And you're asked to upload narrative information. So for now, you answer these questions. I'm going to write test. You don't have to upload anything. So you don't have to do that. You could just leave that blank. I'm just writing the word test here, but you would answer each one of these accordingly. And then you would scroll up to the top and you would click save. Okay, great. Then you would hover over forms and you would do the budget. You start off with personnel. Let's say you didn't spend anything in this reporting period, so you can leave this blank. You don't have to put any information in here. And then you click save. Because let's say the first quarter you didn't do anything. July to August, we're still in heavy COVID. Everything is virtual. And you're not sure if you got the grant, so maybe you didn't do anything. If you did do something and you're charging the grant for it, then you would put the money, you would put the cost accordingly here. Then you would hover over forms. Oh, and then you have another page that we created. And again, we'll do the same thing here. We didn't do any expenditures. Or let's say we did spend a little bit of money on the program coordinator. You budgeted $2,000. Let's say we spent $500 out of the grant funds, which is here. And let's say we spent $200 out of the cost from other sources. For fringe, let's say we spent 50 from the grant fund expended, which is 160, and let's say we spent 20 from cost from other from fund from other sources. Scroll up to the top, click save. All right. Then you hover over forms and you go to consultant and contractors page. Let's say you in the original budget you put some consultant and contractors page, but let's say you didn't use any of them in the first quarter, so you just leave that the way it is. You scroll up to the top and click save. And as you can tell, once your contract is executed, your first payment is 85% of your award. So you're going to get a lot of that money up front. Right? Then you go to other cost categories. And let's say again, in the first quarter, you really didn't do anything because you got this money so late. You got this money like in September, October. So let's say July to August, September, let's say, well, no, let's just say that, let's say you bought some supplies, $500 there. Let's say you spent a little bit of rent money and you can debit and credit back. So if you spent rent money, you spent money on rent for July, August, and September. Let's say it's, I don't know, $500, and you put another $500 from fund from other sources. Um, Other items, let's say it was food, let's say you bought lunch for your program participants, that's $500, and maybe that's another $100 out of funds from other sources. And let's say that this $200 you bought laptops, and let's say you spent a good laptop at $600, and you spent another $600 from other funds from other sources. Scroll up to the top, click save. So after that's done, after that's saved, and this box come up with the green light that says this information has been saved, there's no errors. Then you scroll, hover over forms, and then move your cursor down to fiscal and click fiscal. And don't worry about this error sign up here because it just does that. But the first thing you want to do is make sure that these numbers are correct, that you inputted in the previous forms. You check off the checkbox, you come up to the top, you click save, and then you'll see that this error sign, this is how the error sign looks. You'll see that this will disappear. All right. So then you scroll over forms, and I just want to show you miscellaneous attachments. If you want to upload stuff about what you did over the summertime, if you participated in, I don't know, food drives, and you want to throw in articles about, what you did during the COVID crisis, even if it doesn't pertain to your program, or even if it does pertain to your program, this is where you would upload that information. Once you're done, then I want you to hover over status change and change the status, apply status to interim report submitted. You click that, you click I agree, and the interim support report is submitted. And that's all you have to do for the for the um for the first quarter report. And then subsequently, if you want to get back to the application page, you click parent information. The same steps that I did to create the first quarter report, which is this webinar, you do it for the second quarter report, you do it for the third quarter report, and then you do it for the final report. All right. So that ends this webinar. Thanks a lot. And if you have any questions, please contact your assigned program manager, either that's Justin Higgs, Louisa Soto, or Shauna. Oh my God, Walden. She's going to kill me. Shauna Walden. Thanks a lot, everybody.